Okay, so just to give everybody just a really quick overview of Realtor's main products, we're all looking at, it's Jana by the way, and I'm logged into my account, so this is what my dashboard looks like, and everybody's dashboard looks the same. These are our main products that our clients order from us: photo shoots, virtual tours, e-flyers, and then print materials. So these are like the top four. We have newsletters now that are fairly new, and we also have listing presentations. But the top four products that everyone books from us are these ones up here. So basically, we have a whole fleet of professional photographers. So if you book a photo shoot, they will go out. You can book it right here in our system. The photographer will go out, take a series of beautiful, amazing, high quality images of your listings, and then you can use those pictures to make a virtual tour. You can use them in your e-flyers and your print materials. The nice thing about booking a photo shoot with one of our photographers is that in addition to getting really high quality, beautiful pictures, you also get our platinum virtual tour for free. Okay, so these two go hand in hand. And in addition to that, the photographer will upload the pictures into your account for you, and he will create the virtual tour for you as well. So that's kind of a package deal. The Platinum Virtual Tour is worth $30. So even if you buy a basic photo shoot, most basic photo shoots are about $100. So if you spend $100, you get the $30 virtual tour for free, and it's made for you. Okay, so that's a good deal. And then most of our clients, once they've done that, they will go in and make an e-flyer, which is basically just a normal size flyer. We make them 8.5 by 11 so that you can also print them. They'll use the pictures in the flyer, and then they will blast out that flyer to a target area that they create. You just pull up a map and you can make a target area of anywhere you want, whether it's the greater Houston area, or you can do a target area that includes Houston and a few other spots around it, and you will blast out your e-flyer to all of the real estate agents in those target areas. And your e-flyer will have a link on it that they can click on and watch your virtual tour. So these three work really nicely together. And once you've done your e-flyer blast, we provide you with a print version of that e-flyer, a PDF that you can get printed out and hand out at your open houses or distribute any way you want, okay? Print materials, in addition to just the flyer size, we also have double-sided flyers. If you have more information, you want to print them double-sided. We have full-size brochures, and we also have postcards that you can make and send out as well. Okay, so as Rochelle said, if anyone's interested, we can set up some other sessions where I will take you through the entire process of ordering a photo shoot and making a tour and a flyer. We just don't want to do that today because we're going to focus on some of our new features, and we just don't have the time because this can be pretty in-depth, and it can take a good hour to an hour and a half. Okay, so for today's session, we just wanted to introduce you guys to a couple of our new features. We have a couple new things you can do and a new product, and basically some of them are really quick. The first thing I'm going to go through is the ability to upload a PDF into our system, which sounds very basic, but previously you could only upload JPEGs into our system and use them as your flyers. Now you can upload a PDF, and I'll show you how to do that. Next, I'm going to show you how you can post your e-flyers to your Facebook page, because more and more we're getting agents who want to post tours and flyers and things to Facebook and YouTube. Then I'm going to take you through the listing presentation. So this will be a little more in-depth, showing you how to make a listing presentation for yourself, okay? That's a fairly new product for us. And then I'm going to switch over to Amanda, and she's going to show you our newsletters and a couple new features in the newsletters. And then last but not least, and I think you guys will be very excited about this because I think it's a really good idea that Amanda came up with. We are offering a new system called Virtual Assistant. A Virtual Assistant is basically Amanda or myself who will help you or make some of your marketing materials for you for a really nominal fee. So if you're in a rush and you need to get your e-flyer made and blasted out, but you just don't have the time, or you're not quite sure, you're not confident using the system, you can contact Amanda and say, Amanda, I need this e-flyer. It needs to go to this place. Can you do it? And for a nominal fee, she'll do it for you. So I'll let her discuss that once we get there. Okay, so to get started, let's do the uploading of the PDF. So a lot of people, when they're doing an e-flyer, we have an entire library of e-flyer templates that you can use, but a lot of people already have a finished flyer. Maybe they have an in-house designer, or they've made it themselves, or just wherever they got it from, they often have a finished flyer that they want to blast out. They don't want to use our templates, and that's totally fine. We have a blank template you can use just for this purpose. But historically, you had to have a JPEG of that flyer, and it was kind of a pain because a lot of people only have a PDF. So now, If you have a PDF for your flyer and you want to blast it out, this is how you do it. Let's go to eFlyers. Let's click on Create a Flyer. Okay. First thing I do when I make any of my products is I have to set up the listing. So let's just call this, we're going to make up a fake listing address just for today. Okay, I only have to fill in these 4 fields just to get started. I don't need to fill in anything else because I've already got my finished flyer. I'm going to hit continue. Okay, it's bringing me to the Manage Photos page. Normally on this page I would click on the Photos tab and I would upload all of my images that I'm going to use in my flyer template. But in this case, I've already got the finished flyer. All I have to do is click on Upload Images, and then I need to navigate to wherever I have that saved on my computer. I always have a folder called Images. Here's my PDF right here. I just select it, I hit Open, and the system, as we can see, is uploading my PDF, the same as it would upload a regular photo. And once it's done uploading, it's going to show a nice little thumbnail eventually. Webinar is always a little slow, so there we go. It's thinking. There's my little flyer. If I mouse over, there it is, my finished flyer. Okay? I can jump from photos right to the template library. Okay, I can choose a blank. These are all my different templates that I can choose from, all the different themes, but you'll notice one of them is called Blank Template. If I click on that, I literally get an empty shell of a template. Portrait and landscape. The one I want is portrait, so I'm going to hit select. It's setting it up for me. This always takes a few seconds. Now I'm in the template editor, and the blank template is just one giant image field. There's the little thumbnail image of my flyer. I just drag and drop it into the blank template, just like I would any photograph. I hit refresh. Now the system's going to render it so it looks nice and crisp and clear. And there it is. Ta-da! Pretty easy. I don't really have to view a proof because I didn't make it from scratch, but you can always take a quick look at it and make sure it's the way you want it to be. I can then go to my links page and I can add a subject in here. My amazing flyer. Okay, it's going to link to my virtual tour if I have one. I can add 2 more links. Maybe I want to link to my website, or maybe I want to link to some website about Austin or real estate, anything I want, or I can leave these empty if I want. And then I go to distribution, and then you blast this out the same way you would blast out a regular eFlyer. So that's it. All I had to do was upload back here on the Manage Photos page. All I had to do is click on Upload Images, and it will upload a PDF just like a regular image. Super, super easy. The next thing I want to show you guys is how to upload my little eFlyer and show it on my Facebook page. Again, this is easy. I'm just going to pull up an eFlyer that someone sent this morning. Okay, so this is a real eFlyer that someone blasted out this morning. Okay, when you get your eFlyer, if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll notice there's always a link that says click here to view this flyer on the web. When you click this link, it opens up in a page, which is where we are right now. This is the link that I need to copy and paste into Facebook. So I just copy that URL. I go to my Facebook page. I just have the Realtor Facebook page up here. Okay, I click in my little space where it says write something, and I just paste my link. And there it is. There's a little picture, and there it takes the first few sentences of text, and then I just hit publish. And now if someone comes to my Facebook page, they can click on here or here, and here's all my eFlyer stuff. Now my eFlyer's on Facebook. Actually, Christine's is on Facebook, so I have to remember to delete this. But anyway, it's just that easy. So just to recap, when you open up your eFlyer, because you'll always get a copy, a copy of your eFlyer is always sent to you as well. So you'll get a copy in your own mailbox. You can open your own eFlyer, scroll to the bottom, click on view this on the web. It will open in a new tab, copy your URL, Control-C to copy, go into Facebook, and in the new space at the top where it says write something, you paste it in there, just like that. And there it is again. Okay? Couldn't be easier than that. Okay, so we've just uploaded a PDF of a flyer, and we've just pasted or copied and pasted it and are showing it now on our Facebook page. Now we're going to go back to my home page. Now we're going to get into how to use one of our products, and today we're going to focus on listing presentations right here. So basically a listing presentation it's like a little digital resume about you. the agent. You can use this to send out to new clients to give some information about yourself and your skill set and what kind of marketing stuff you're going to bring to the table. You can have a little section on testimonials, all about me, anything you want to put in here. Now, to make everyone's life easy, what we have done is we have made a couple templates that are pretty much 95 to 99% finished. So what that means is that you can go in and you can edit text on the pages, but a lot of the pages you don't even have to touch, assuming you want to keep that information, and they're full of images as well. So you don't have to have your own images, okay? You can edit a few pages here and there to tweak it. You can delete pages that don't apply to you or that you're not interested in. The rest you can keep as it is. And we've just found that a lot of people prefer this. The products where we provide most of the finished product are the ones that seem to sell the best for us. So that's what we did with listing presentations. Okay, so let's say I've got a new client. This client wants some information about me, so I want to make a listing presentation that I can send over to her so she can read some stuff about me and see if she wants to hire me to be her agent. I log into my account, listing presentations, I'm going to create new. Okay, now it's bringing me into the back end. Right now it's taking me right to the template library. Okay, now first thing I need to do is choose a color scheme. I've got colors to choose from here. And I've got two templates. As I click on the colors, you'll notice the templates below change. The color scheme changes, just like that, okay? Let's say I like green. Let's just say it matches my logo. It's the color I want. I really like the look of it. If I want to see what one of these looks like, just like when you're making an e-flyer, there's always a preview button. So you can click on the preview button, and up will pop a sample of a finished listing presentation. This is what your little presentation is going to look like when it's done and it's full of information. Okay, I can turn the pages like this, like a little booklet. There's my table of contents. You'll notice there's images on every page. It's text fields like this, real estate agent's name. These are the pages I'm going to change the text and type in my own name, but I can leave the picture as it is. Okay, and I can use this as a control as well to go all the way through. I can jump all the way to the end. There we go. So that's how you preview it. If this is the one that I want to use, I'm going to hit select. I have to give it a name. So let's call this, my resume, June 2016. Nobody's going to see the name of this. This is just for me. Create presentation. Okay, so now the system is going to generate the presentation. It's going to auto-populate a few of the fields. It's going to put my headshot and my logo, things that I already have in my account. The bulk of the pages are already good to go, but it is going to auto-populate just a couple things for me. So it takes a few seconds to generate that. Okay, here we go. So now we're in the back end. It looks similar to the back end of the eFlyer creator that we were just in. Here's my template. I've got a great big image field. I've uploaded some images here of listings. So you've got an upload images button. If you want to upload a specific picture to put on the title page, you can do that. I'm going to use one of these. When I've got the picture I want, I just drag and drop it over, just like you do for all of our products. And then I can hit refresh and it will render it and center it and make it nice and crisp and clear, just like if you're making an e-flyer. If I want to change any of the text, you see when I mouse over, they become editable, right? So client's name, I can click here and type in the client's name, whatever that may be. Hit OK. I can, it's going to render it as well. I can change the date. Let's just call this June 2016. If there are any text fields you don't want, you can just delete them entirely. So my title's down here. Maybe I don't want my title to show up. I can just delete and leave this completely empty and hit OK, and now that title is gone. And I've got my little logo over here. So I've got my logos and stuff uploaded. Let's just say I want to, whatever. Let's say I'm Century 21. I drag and drop it over. I hit refresh. There's my logo. If I don't want the logo, I can just delete it. See how there's a little red X? I can just delete it and now there'll be no logo on my presentation. So you can do a few basic edits to the cover page. I can go to the next page, which is my little table of contents. Now we've already set up this table of contents. If there's anything in here that you don't want, you can come in here and click and delete it out of the table of contents. You can also delete the pages. But if you want to just leave it as it is, you can leave it as it is for now and come back to it later. And then basically you're just going to go through page by page and make any edits that you might want. Like for example, I don't want this to say real estate agent's profile. Maybe I want it to say my profile. Okay, and maybe I want to put I don't want to say real estate agent's name, I want it to say my name. So this is my little cover page for this section all about me. Okay, so there we go. These next pages, because they are a profile about you, we've got text in here, but as you can see at the top, it says enter your own text. This is just sample text only. So really, we filled the pages with text so you can get an idea of what the finished product could look like, but ideally, you're going to want to click in here, open this up, and type in text about yourself, right? Because this is just fake text about a fake real estate agent. So you're going to have to do some editing on these first sections because it's the profile section. But once you get into it, we've got sections all about staging and marketing tips. Let's just get there. And you can leave those pages completely alone. So we'll get through the profile. Here's staging strategy, preparing your house for sale. These pages are completely finished. You don't have to touch them. If you want to keep these sections in here, perfect. If you want to tweak the text a little bit, as I mouse over, you can see that they are editable. So if you want to tweak just a few words here and there or add a couple lines of text, you can do that, or you can just leave them alone entirely. Okay, and if there's any pages that you don't want, for example, maybe you just don't want this last page, you'll notice there's a little red X on every page. If I don't want this page in my presentation, I just delete it. And as soon as I delete it out of my presentation, it's not gone completely. It's saved over here under removed pages. If I change my mind and want it back, I can click on removed pages. I can restore it, and it'll restore it right back to where it was in the same spot. Okay?
I'm sorry to interrupt. We have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
So can we replace any of the pictures?
Not on these pages. The only page that you can do a picture is on the cover page. So we've made these listing presentations so that these are templates so that they're pretty much 90% ready to go so that people don't have to do the work.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then if you jump right to the back page has it's got your headshot, all of your contact information. All of this information comes out of your account, but you can still edit it. You've got your headshots here. If you want to use a different headshot, just drag and drop a new headshot over top, hit refresh. If you want to remove one of your phone numbers, you can click in here, or you want to use a different email address, anything like that. Your logo, same thing. Okay, so you can do some basic editing in this, but basically the presentation is pretty much good to go. Next up, you're going to view your proof. Okay, so this is what your finished product is going to look like. So it's a really good idea to go through it, proof it, make sure you've got everything the way you want it. If you see any mistakes, you can jump back to edit right here or jump back to the template editor, make any changes you need to, and then come back to view proof and look at it again. And when you're done, you just go to shopping cart. Okay, and then once you pay for it, I'm going to jump back because it takes a few minutes. Once you pay for it, our system will start rendering a digital version of it, and it will render a PDF version of it. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes. So just to save time, I'm going to go back to listing presentations and show you one that's already good to go. So here it is. Here's the one we just made. It's on my existing presentations page. Right now, I can edit it or delete it. I can't do anything else because the system's still generating it, right? I didn't actually pay for it, but if I had paid for it, it would be generating it. Once it's completely finished, I can edit, delete, I can download a PDF of it. We made all of our presentations 8.5 by 11, so that if you want to print and bind this and have a leave behind or something that you want to give to people, a print version, you can do that. You can also download it, which would mean you would get a little folder that you can download, and then you can save it, say, onto your laptop. Maybe you made it on your big computer at home, but you're doing a house call to meet this agent, or you're meeting them in a coffee shop, and you want to bring your laptop and show them this little presentation. You don't want to rely on the internet because you may not, maybe the internet's stodgy. You don't know if it's going to, work where you are. Okay, you can also click on it right here and watch it. Okay, you can also copy this link and email it to somebody and say, hi, Bob. Here's a link to my little listing presentation if you want to learn some more information about me and my agency. You can also look at this full scale, full screen. Okay, for people that want to see it bigger. Okay, so that is basically how you do a listing presentation. It's pretty easy. It's still a fairly new product. If it becomes busier and we get more and more people wanting specific templates, then we'll address making custom templates and even adding some different templates to the library. Right now we just have 2. We have one that features a male agent, one that features a female agent, and I've been working on one that's just generic, so it doesn't feature one or the other. It's a more corporate generic looking one, and when it's ready, I'll upload it as well. But if people start using this, we're open to suggestions, and we could make a custom one if someone wanted to, but the price would depend on how much content you provided or how much you wanted us to provide. So it's possible to do custom as well. Okay, so just to recap, we uploaded a PDF, we posted our e-flyer to Facebook, and then we just went through and did a listing presentation, which can be really quick. Okay, now I'm going to turn the screen over to Amanda, and she's going to give you the latest updates with newsletters, and she's going to discuss Virtual Assistant with you as well, which I think you guys will think is really cool. We're getting a lot of interest in it these days. Amanda, it's all yours.
Okay, perfect. So one of the things that we found with our newsletters is that people love them. They're ready to go. They don't really have to do anything with them. But there's still a lot of people that still do things by mail. And our newsletters were strictly set up as an online tool that you would email to clients. So we did two things to respond to our clients' requests. The first one was to allow that if you're a subscriber or you're doing a one-time email out, as soon as you order your newsletter, it will provide you with a PDF. And that PDF you can then download and print just as you would with your e-flyers. The second thing we did was that we realized that some people, they don't really want to necessarily invest in having a subscription. So what we came up with was an idea that would allow people to access the newsletters, to use them almost as a handout or brochure. And what we've done is we've created two new sections, which is under our brochures and handouts, which are for the buyers and for sellers. And what you can do is access any of these. You can just go online, look into your library, and you can look at the different new little things that we've created. For example, here, this is like a time savings tips for house hunters. So if you wanted to order that just as a printout, not have to worry about emailing it out or anything like that, all you have to do is email me, amanda@realtour.biz, and make a request. And what I will do is I will prepare the PDF for you, and once you put it into your shopping cart and once you pay for it, then you can download that PDF and you can use it as a handout. And people love these because they're great for everything from just leaving them in the lobby at your office, keeping them in your own private office. You can have them stacked when you have people visiting open houses, and it's also a great tool to use in hand with your listing presentations. If you know that whether their person is a buyer or a seller, you can look at the different information and determine what might be of importance to them. It covers everything from things like retiring, it has checklists, even just little things like moving tips. So if you were interested in that, you could just log on, look at the newsletter library, and look under brochures/handouts, and then choose what's better for you, buyers or sellers. The other thing too is, because you might be interested in other newsletters just as a PDF for that, then you could also just go into any of the categories, look at what we have to offer, and you can either do it by category or even easier, just do it by month. So you want to know, looking for something that you might want to consider handing out, just go into June, for example, and there's all different kinds of fun information that you can share. You know, maybe it's something like you want to hand out for Father's Day, or you can email it for Father's Day, or you can use it as a PDF to mail it to your clients. So that's a new option. And as I said, all you have to do is email me, let me know the newsletter, we'll create the PDF, and then we'll put the charge of $9.99 into your shopping cart. Once you pay, then the PDF will be available to you and we'll email it to you. So that's the first thing for newsletters, which is kind of fun and makes it something that you can share more with your clients. The other thing, as Jana said, is our virtual tours. Sorry, I always say virtual tour. Virtual assistant. Now, for the virtual assistant, we actually have, I'll just bring up the page. So basically, when you log on to your account, again, this is the dashboard Jana just reviewed with you, you'll see a little button here, click here for virtual assistant. And this will explain to you all the services that we'll offer for you. And basically what we want to do is make your life easier. So as Janice had already mentioned, we do have people that are either just too busy to do stuff on their own. We've had people in a panic contacting us because their assistant just quit, and they're the ones that have always built their e-flyers or virtual tours. And we also have people that they want to use our tools, but they just don't feel comfortable on the computer, so they sort of are on chat a lot of times, and we'll say to them, you know what, let us do it for you. So any of the tools that you see on Realtor, basically we can build them for you for whatever reason. It can be for any reason that you don't want to do it yourself, you don't have time to do it, or as I said, you're left in a lurch because maybe somebody is called in sick or they've left the company. And we can build for you a number of different things, and it's very affordable. For example, if you wanted us to build an e-flyer for you, it would only cost $9.99, and if you have ordered photography through us, it would only be $5. So it's a very, very reasonable service to use. And basically all you would have to do is email me, amanda@realtor.biz, and if you don't worry about remembering it, because you can always just click the virtual assistant on the home page to get to me, and let me know what you want to do, and to be safe I'll send you a quote just so you understand what prices would be involved, and then we could prepare whatever you need. And we can often do it the same day. We don't want to make any promises because sometimes it can get busy, but we often are able to do it same day, and it's so much easier on you. A lot of people have stuff that they just email me on the MLS, and I can just cut and paste the copy from there, or you can just email me your images and your information, and I'll just prepare it from there. If you have used our services before and you have favorite templates already saved, it's even easier because I can just go in and grab the templates. Otherwise I can send you examples and we'll match them to your logo colors, etc. So whether you're in the lurch, or even if you're just feeling lazy one day and you don't want to do it yourself, you can just email me and we can build this for you very, very affordably. So that's that service. And then just one little thing we wanted to mention too, just as a little teaser for upcoming the next great launch that we're doing that we're very excited about, is we are about to launch our email signatures. And basically they work like a lot of our other products. You have a various amounts of templates that you can choose from, different colors to match your brand. Some have images, and they're a unique email signature because first of all you can customize them to your needs, but second of all you can add links, and those links can actually be tracked with our statistics. So for example, if you were to put your website on there, or if you were to put your social media, you can actually follow through and see what people are clicking as you send your emails out, and it's actually the most affordable marketing tool you can use. I know most people do use some form of a email signature today, but these ones are really great because, as I said, by adding those links you can actually track to see how effective they are, what people are actually reading your emails and that sort of thing, and track to see what people are clicking through, and you can determine, you know, how effective your social media pages are if you're using them and that type of thing. And then even more fun, we'll have seasonal options. So come Christmas time, Thanksgiving, Easter, whatever the season, we'll have some really cute little fun things with little fun messages or little fun images. So even if you want to maintain you might have one through your brokerage, for example, for an email signature, you could use the option of using a seasonal one just for fun. So just keep your eyes out. We're going to let all the sales reps know. So Rochelle, once we launch that, we'll let you know, and then we could maybe set up a tutorial to follow through on how to use that. So we're very excited about that. And then last but not least, another very exciting thing that we are launching is our new statistics. And this is in response to various requests that we've had over the years from people looking for different ways of viewing their statistics, looking for more details, and also just looking for something that's a little bit easier to use. So we're going to make it something that's really, really interactive, that you can get the information, drill down on that information, all kinds of new features like geographical locations with heat maps. You can view the sources of where people are clicking from, and we'll also be doing, I don't know how many people have been using our statistics or our products, but right now for every listing that you have for eFlyer or Virtual Tour, you will receive your statistics every Monday morning, and you receive a separate email for every single listing. What we're doing now is we're going to start offering one weekly update, and it will have all your listings for your convenience. So you'll just get that one email. You can click on anything that you want to see, and it will be much more convenient. And you can still share it as you always have been able to with your clients. So that's the second thing that we'll keep Rochelle in the loop and let you know, and then we can do a tutorial to show you how to use your new statistics. And that's about it. So if there's anything that you guys have questions, either for what I was discussing or what Jana was talking about, we would love to hear them.
Okay, we just have a couple of questions.
Sure.
So what we were thinking about on the listing presentation is I think we had a different idea of what that was going to be, and I think it's a great presentation because we're selling ourselves. But what if we have the type of listing presentation where we want to put it together with comps?
It's integrated with MLS information.
Integrated with MLS information.
Mm. Well, that would have to be something custom. Either you would have to replace the text fields in there with your own stuff, or we'd have to make some custom pages and make you a custom template.
So what I'm wondering is we would want a few pages about us, but then in the part of that presentation, we want it specifically about that address that we are, you know, representing the client for. So would that be a case where you could just insert like a couple of pages to where we could put the information about the home, do the comps, and add more pictures about just that particular address? Would that be difficult to custom?
No, it's not that it would be difficult. We could do a template that's more suitable to your client. So if you guys sent us a sample listing presentation, we could then mimic it and create pages that would work more for you. And then there could be, if you wanted to keep some of the sections that we have in ours, like maybe you want to keep the profile, maybe you want to keep the marketing section or the staging strategy section, and then you also want to make a new section with information about that particular home, we could do something like that. So it would be a custom template that we could create for you guys.
Okay. And Rachel does have one, so what I think we'll do is we'll pull it and email it to you guys so you can take a look and just see if you think it's something that we could make work.
Yep, sure, no problem.
Okay, great. Did you guys have any other questions? I think that's it. Oh, I have a question too about the statistics. You know, when you do the e-blast, so do you get an email that tells you who's opening your email?
Yes, everybody can look at their statistics for their e-flyers. All they have to do is log on to their account, and actually here, let me just show you. Might be easier.
It doesn't
so
show
from
you
your
names,
homepage,
if that's what you're wondering, it doesn't show you names of who's opening it.
Oh, that's okay. I was just curious to show us, you know, how much activity it's actually getting.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you go onto your homepage and under e-flyers, when you click Edit Existing, I don't have much in mind because I don't really need anything, but here if you see there's a statistics button for each of the listings that I've sent out. So all you have to do is click on that, and then this is our old one though, but basically this is what they'll see. So when I sent this out, it shows you a breakdown of how many people have viewed your flyer. Okay, and then likewise, if you wanted to just check something without waiting, the virtual tour notices that go out on Monday, same thing, just click Edit Existing, and again you'll see your statistics button.
Now what about, can you do that with newsletters?
The newsletters the new statistics that we're doing will have the statistics. Right now the newsletters don't come with statistics.
Eventually they will. Right, yeah, when we launch we're just going to do e-flyers and virtual tours, but eventually we will be adding every product that could have statistics. So e-flyers and your email signatures, like Amanda said, eventually in the coming months, every single product that could record clicks and stuff will become part of your statistics.
Okay, fantastic. That covered a lot. Thank you so much. Do you guys have anything else? Okay, perfect. Then what I think we're going to do is we're going to work on getting you a sample of the listing presentation that my clients might be interested in. That way you guys can take a look at it and see if it's something that you know, we could make as a custom template.
Yeah, and also if you guys were happy overall with the presentation as it was, and what you're asking might be a comment, as we were discussing earlier, Rochelle, what you're asking might be something that a lot of people might be looking for. So if it's just a matter of adding 2 pages, we could probably just create those 2 pages and add them to the existing templates.
Mm-hmm.
so that people can just use them as is. Or, as Janice said, do the customized version. But that might be an easy way to do it. If we can see what you mean, then we could easily add those, because that's probably something that most agents would want to have in their listing presentations.
I do think so. I think, so we'll send you what she's talking about, because I do think that that is what most agents want, because when they go to their listing presentations, they're visiting with those customers about their particular address, and they want to know information about their property and the comps and the statistics and things like that.
Yeah, and right now the only thing really they can do is put their address on there on that home page and put a picture of their home.
On the
That's
title.
really
Right.
what they can do for that right now.
Yep.
Yes, we'll send you that sample. That way you guys can take a look at it, and then just let us know if we can do that. And I do think for you all, if you could create another template that's going to be similar to what we send you, I do think a lot of agents would use that.
Okay, sounds
Perfect.
good.
I think that's it, though. I don't think we have any more questions. I
Okay.
think we're good.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thanks,
Take
everybody.
care, everybody.
Bye.